A whole new series of readings for a whole new month. So let's go. On the front of the daily guides, which are by Mary Davis, more about her shortly, it shows a purple flower, it's kind of a spiky flower, against a green leafy background, and it says, "There must always remain in every life some place for the singing of angels, some place for that which is in itself breathless and beautiful." And that's by the late great Howard Thurman. And I wish there probably is a way I can show. I'm going to see if by tomorrow I can just screen share this piece. I know I can screen share to some extent on this app. We'll see how that goes. Mary Davis. What about Mary Davis? Okay. She is, by her own definition, a wisdom seeker, a spiritual teacher, a visionary, a graphic artist, and a mystic entrepreneur. She's the author of Everyday Spirit, a daybook of wisdom, joy, and peace, and also the book Everyday Spirit Gratitude Journal. After receiving her this is kind of odd. Anyway, after receiving her nursing degree, she spent many years as a musician, songwriter, producer, piano teacher, and yoga instructor. She completed her passionate bereavement counseling certification in 2017, and she works with parents who have lost children and those in hospice end-of-life care. She has a house by the sea and lives a contemplative life in harmony with nature. An updated hardcover edition of Everyday Spirit is available now, and you can learn more at everydayspirit.net, everydayspirit.net. And apparently what I just quoted to you is a photograph taken by Stuart Basga. All right, what does she say about the readings for this month? Let's go. With overflowing love, she says, I offer to you, my friends, this daily conversation. Yes, it's about finding the way home to our passion and our purpose. After 30 years of reading Science of Mind's daily guides, I travel full circle by bringing these reflections to you. Gratitude rises within me for the gift of your loving presence on this journey of the Spirit. May the following meditations illuminate the unique and beautiful calling of your soul. Now, that's kind of interesting that she calls them meditations. So let's go. Here is the one for today, the 1st of April. And it's probably saw the title there, One Step in the Direction of Love. And the first quote is from Immaculate. I'll make a mess of her last name. She is the lady who came out of that horrible genocide in Africa, probably about 20 years ago now. She was made famous, at least in part, by Wayne Dyer, who brought her on his program. And she's the one who survived, I forget how long it was, months in captivity in a small, effectively, bathroom, along with some other people. But the amazing thing about her was that she forgave her enemies. She forgave people who killed her relatives. She forgave people who killed her relatives. Now she's living in the US. At least last I heard of her, she was. Amazing, unbelievable lady. Immaculate. I'm sure if you just Google Immaculate, Immaculee, it will come up. Her last name is Llibagiza, and I refuse to make a mess of that. She says, the love of a single heart can make a world of difference. The love of a single heart can make a world of difference. And Ernest Holmes says, I know that I'm guided onto right paths and that only good can come to me and mine. For the spirit of wisdom directs my steps this day. Ernest Holmes. And this is Mary, our writer, which incidentally was my mother's name, Mary. On the first day of each month, I choose a word to meditate on for the weeks ahead. Various spiritual traditions have engaged in this practice of selecting a word for contemplation, and it's been used for centuries as a tool for reflection, growth, and insight. This month, I searched for a word to light my way through a tender season of my life. You see, my mother passed away only a few weeks ago. I believe many of us are feeling a sense of loss right now, and perhaps we can share this vulnerable moment in time. The thoughts in the following pages are offered from a liminal space between heaven and earth, where human uncertainty meets with the wise spirit within. As I considered my word, I saw that my heart was holding not only my personal loss, but also the losses we are witnessing in the world around us. Alongside the journey of grief, I long to know how I am being called to serve. And perhaps you do too. What role will we be playing in this changing world? The word purpose rose up, and also the hope that comes with it. We don't have to be healed, strong, and organized to consider our place in the world. We just need to be open, curious, and loving. Our purpose is rooted in our tender hearts and in our connection with one another. We're not called on to change the whole world. We're only called on to take one step in the direction of love. And this we can do, tender hearts and all. I really don't think I need to make much of a comment on this. It's poignant to me. It's poignant, it's tender, it's loving, it's got a great message. And most of all, it says we can't do everything. We're not expected to do everything. We do our part, and our part essentially is to love and to remember that we're connected with each other. I mean, we really, really are connected. Yesterday, my wife was watching TV and I was kind of watching it, if you know what I mean. But I was doing my own thing on my iPad. And what I was doing on my iPad was playing a game called Wordscapes, where you're given anywhere from 5 to 7 to 8 letters, and you got to make anywhere from like 5 to 15 words out of those letters. And I noticed as I was putting letters into this Wordscapes puzzle, occasionally somebody on the TV would say the exact word that I was saying at that time, or that I was putting in at that time. And it was much more than a coincidence. They weren't words like yes, this, that, and other. No, they were words like purpose and tenderness and all those kind of words which are not just like everyday words that are just it could be a coincidence. No, they were, and also the words within the context that I was reading were the same as in the context on the television. And to me, that really gives me that message that everything is really connected. We're all connected. So that when we think love is going out into the great human subconscious mind. And of course, the opposite. So our job is to keep putting that love out into the great human subconscious. And as I've said before, until the point in time where we reach critical mass. And when we reach that critical mass, guess what? Love will become the dominant factor in human lives, as Pierre de Chardin said, and he likened it to humans discovering fire for the second time. So those are my words for the day. I also, on my Prosperity Living Facebook page, give you a thought for the day. I've started doing that now. It's just like 30 seconds, a thought for the day. So, and I put one up there today. My colleague, Reverend Lisa, will be on Creative Wise Spiritual Center's Facebook page at about 9:15 in the morning. I will be back tomorrow. No, I'll be back probably early tomorrow because I've got a meeting at 5 o'clock. So I'll be back early tomorrow, earlier tomorrow. Whatever social media you saw this, whatever it was. So here is Mary's affirmation. Mary Davis, that says, I am patient with my progress. I am patient with my progress. This is a good one for me because I am not by nature patient. Trust me, I'm not. I am not patient by nature. This is a really good one for me. I'm patient with my progress. The perfect path is unfolding for me, one step at a time in the direction of love. The perfect path is unfolding for me, one step at a time in the direction of love. And that, my friends, is my offering for today. So take care. And I know for each and every one here that today is a good day. The beginning of September is the beginning of a new experience in life, and that experience is good and it's whole and perfect. I release my word with gratitude into a universal law that always says yes, and so it is.